drunken pilots were the only airship. Oh! Sorry, didn't see you there. Let's put that away. Close the poetry, and Ohio gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, watching where you on the way, what time zone you're in. On the mechanic, and I welcome you to the Steampunk Corner, where I not only talk about review steampunk movies, books, etc., but I also tell you how to make steampunk and answer questions about steampunk things. Well, the skies are pretty dangerous out there. There are airship pirates, military, there's all sorts of stuff. So any good steampunker with his or her soul needs a gun. And this is mine. I call her the equalizer, cause she is for me an equalizer, cause most of the people I go against, spring nice, I prefer the gun. But what did I use to make this, you might ask? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you about today, for a few reasons. One, I met SouthCon this year. A group of people, I'm going to be showing you their site afterwards, because they're actually pretty good people, if they do sometimes sell things that are kind of rip-offs. And one of the things they sold are these pens. These pens are awesome, they're $5, but I got this, like, at SouthCon, so I don't purchase it for the gun. I put it just for the costume, didn't really work out. But they were selling a painted Nerf gun, similar colors to this, just a Nerf gun. Well, he stuck to it. $50. It was a $5 Nerf gun. I refuse to pay that much, and unfortunately, they're not the first ones to try it. I've seen painted guns on eBay go a lot higher. That's a rip-off. I'm just going to tell you how to mod a gun yourself, and for those who don't know what mod is, it means modify. Well, this is my steampunk gun. I didn't do much to it, but here's what it was. This is a bottle gun I got at the Dollar Tree. Basically what it is water bottle, whatever you can think here, filled with water, and squirts it. $1. This is an old one of my mom's, although drink Pepsi, people. But this is what it was. Now I'm going to tell you what I did to it. And no, I am not going to do a step-by-step instruction for a few reasons. A, I just had the basic Windows editing program and I can't figure out how to time-lapse. B, I already made it. It took me a long time. I don't want to have to go through that again with this. Okay. Alright. Well, here's what I did. First, I painted all black. Some people use spray paint, but I already had a bunch of paints for a different project. So I decided to use these for this. This is what I did. This actually works really well on plastics, which is quite surprising. Another thing I did to the plastic bottle, well, I then cut the plastic bottle right there, and I didn't stick this on until after I painted it. Right here, that's the other end of the that was another plastic bottle. Found it, and if you don't want to go small like I did, 2-liter bottles work just as well. Recycle, people! But then I painted, now I could not find any brass paint, but what you can do, if you can't find brass paint, gold and copper mixed together, that's what I used to make the brass. It's not as good and doesn't really match the other brasses, but I don't care, I think it looks nice. And I also had some copper, and then after I did the paint, I added the accessories. For those, you're going to want a whole glue gun. And most of you models probably already own one, but if you don't, they're not that expensive. And so I already had one, so. This was something I found at a silent auction, but you can find other great things like that at yard sales. This is basically an old spittoon. And someone decided to use for a candle holder. Don't worry, I cleaned it out. And then the wire here. And yes, I did make it look this bad intentionally because it has to be quirky personality. But here is the wire. Slinky, Slinky. Everyone loves a Slinky. Well, this is brass wire that I got at Lowe's for $5. I got this for another project pertaining to my goggles, but I'm still planning that stage out. However, I was thrilled to know that this worked just as well on the gun. And remember, people, keep your scraps. You never know what you're going to need. Like for the bottles, I now have something for paint. I was able to use these little paint things, and this is going to be where I'm going to keep my gears. But as for this, I got this from the same guys who, as I said before, the same guys who were selling the one for $50. But they're good people. They do have some really cool stuff. I'll show you the link to their site after the video, and I encourage you to look before you buy. And speaking of getting ripped off, I spent, not counting the things I already had, about $12 on this gun. $1 for the gun, $1 for the spittoon. The rest went to these little gears. And the ones that are on the gun are all that I got. I got ripped off, people. I got seriously ripped off. And I'm not happy about it either. But I did learn from this experience. Either buy your gears in bulk. Yes, $100 may be expensive, but you get a good 4 pounds worth of gears, and that's a lot when you think of, I spent $10 on 12 gears. That's close to 75 cents a gear. That's around 70, 80 cents, I don't really know the math. Or, go to a thrift store, get an old clock, smashy method. I would have done this, but I couldn't find a stinking clock. But homicidal rages aside, this gun looks nice. Again, there are some wonderful pictures of guns out there that people have done with Nerf and other great mods. In fact, I'm going to take a little pause here and have you look at a few. Go on, look, they're actually pretty good. Didn't I tell you they were good? 'Cause they are. Seriously kick ass. Well, as you took a short break, I was thinking, Equalizer ain't a really good name for this gun, so I'm going to do a little something special. I'm going to let you all out there name my gun. Because for the rest of my reviews, and probably for wherever you see me cosplaying or anything, this will be my gun. And Kara has a magic gun, I've got this. And who knows, I may need it in case of a really horrible review. Put it back where it belongs. And as of what I'm doing next time, I am going to be doing some poetry. Until then, I must say goodbye, sayonara, and I'll see you next time on the Steampunk Corner.